Hello Oprah, my name is Maree, Maree Matic. I'm from Sydney, Australia. I want to say to you, can we dare to dream? Can we dare to dream up a better world, a better future for everybody on the planet? I believe we can. Some time ago, God or the universe planted this seed in my heart that I hope can grow through your heart. It's such an incredible idea that I believe it has the potential to touch many hearts and to heal many lives. And I know that as an individual, you can feel so hopeless and helpless in the face of all of the adversity in life and all of the difficulties that people are facing, you know. But I would love to be able to not just imagine a world where everybody had clean water to drink and enough food to eat, access to health care and education, where children were being loved and parents educated, where, you know, people struggling with mental health issues or physical disabilities had the funding to be able to make improvements in those areas. The list is absolutely endless, but there is a solution, and I had put the intention out there, and the idea came to me, and I just feel so incredibly passionate about it, and I want to share that with you. Now, this idea is based on an organisation. Say, for example, we started it here in Australia. The organisation would write to all of the charities, all of the charity organisations working within Australia, and working, you know, Australians working outside of Australia, helping our brothers and sisters around the planet. And we would ask them, you know, what could you do this year? What projects could you fulfil on if you had an extra 50,000 or 100,000, say 200,000, or even $1 million of funding that you know, you don't have right now? And then we could get them to write back and tell us what those projects would be, and we could put them on a website where we had a great big heart meter, and the heart meter would, you know, kind of go up and grow and grow and grow as each person donated to this organisation. And the donation would have to be something as small as $1 a week. Now, people even living close to the poverty line could become part of this change in the world. The hopelessness and helplessness that we feel at so many levels could be turned into something so incredibly empowering for everybody. And we could look at what happens when all of our little pieces come together. After all, we are all connected, even though we don't know that. But as we connect through this dollar, as we connect our hearts through these projects, we can really start to see that, you know, when we work as one, we can create enormous change in the world. We could go out and film and have a look at, you know, the projects being fulfilled, and televise those for all the people that were involved, and we could all see people's eyes, you know, all across the world that are receiving assistance. We could watch the light come back in their eyes. We could watch the hope come back, you know, the feeling you could see within them of hope and being cared for, and that there are people out there that are going to do their utmost to help others who have got less than they do. Now, I travelled and worked as a volunteer both in Thailand, in a little place called Prayer with Mercy International, and to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, to a small place called Lubumbashi, where the African Relief and Welfare Agency have some land that we want to build a hospital on, but we don't have a hospital yet. So I know how incredibly difficult it is. You know, there's so many competing demands, competing voices, you know, vying for our attention. But I really believe that an organisation of this sort could distribute the money, you know, each year to those projects that were the, I guess, the most pressing and needed the funding more than the others. But, you know, over the years, all of those projects could slowly start to be fulfilled, and we could watch the ripple effect go on and on and on as people's lives are changed and their hearts start to come alive again. Outside of that, I'm also writing a book called Going Out of My Mind and Loving It, and it's about you know, embracing yourself, embracing life, embracing other people. That, you know, God, the concept of God is about and, not either or, you know. And how do we break down those barriers and join together as one great big family across the planet? I feel so incredibly passionate about this, and I have so much I love to share with you from my heart, but I have very limited time on this video. All I can hope is that the seed that was planted in my heart will somehow, you know, be planted in yours today, and that we can grow that into something incredible. I can already see those eyes come alive. I looked into so many children's eyes and saw nothing but hopelessness and despair, and I can't dream of anything nicer than watching those eyes light up in the world, one by one by one. There are so many levels that we can touch people's hearts on, and there's people who are just struggling with the basic needs and necessities of life. Children are our future. It's what this world is going to be built on, and every single one of them deserves to have, love and support around them, and most of all, to have their basic needs met. I really hope that I've touched you in some way today, Oprah, the same way that, my life experiences and everything have led me to this point, and that we do get an opportunity to sit down and talk about this further. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.